Scandinavian Bob here, hi. Listen guys, there is nothing that the dopamine monster loves more than excuses and instant gratification. For example, by now I think every one of you have heard that if you're trying to overcome an addiction or just a bad habit in general and you happen to slip, then you need to be careful so you don't go into addict think and go, oh man, I blew it. I might as well keep binging now. I mean, you all know that by now, right? But listen guys, this is just the dopamine monster fooling you because it wants more instant dopamine. Now we really need to be on top of our game here because the dopamine monster can really try to double fool you here. For example, if you're doing NoFap and you're trying to quit using adult sites and, well, let's say you're on day 35. Well, I have said in my videos before that if you happen to have a slip, you are not back to zero. So you should avoid binging at all costs because let's say you give in and you keep binging for 7 days straight. Well, then you're probably putting yourself all the way back to zero. But now here comes the problem. Then we're going to have a few guys who still fell into the trap of binging for 7 days. Let's say in the first week of the month. And now some of those are going to go, oh no, now I'm really back to zero because all the NoFap YouTubers say that if you keep binging, then you have pretty much set yourself all the way back. So why not keep enjoying myself for the rest of the month here and then I'll start fresh next month. I mean, I've destroyed all my progress anyway, so what the hell? Well, there it is, the dopamine monster double fooling you. No guys, this is why I don't really like when you use the phrase back to zero. Because, well, let's put it your way then. Let's say you really are back to zero after those 7 days of relapsing here. Now listen up here. Just because zero was the day when you started your last streak, why on earth would you think that zero is the bottom in terms of your brain health? It just means that it was then when you started counting. And let's say your overall brain health was here that day. Well, if you now keep binging to hardcore adult sites for a full month, then when that month is over, your overall brain health will most likely be a bit lower than before you quote-unquote started your day zero last time. Listen, I've said this so many times before and I'll say it again. If you want to count days, then that's fine. But you should know that the counter is just a tool that is there to keep track of your last relapse. That's it. And if you want to measure the success of your reboot, then you need to always take your overall brain health into account. And since relapsing is bad for your brain, get rid of that I might as well mindset. Because if something is bad for you, then more of it won't make it any better or just equally bad. I mean, if you're driving your car and you suddenly get a flat tire, would you then go, oh man, oh no? Well, since it's impossible to keep driving a car with one flat tire, I might as well destroy the rest of them as well. No, I think everyone can agree that that would be stupid, right? Well, the permission we give ourselves to keep binging is equally stupid. But just because there's dopamine involved in it, we become blind to it. So do not let the dopamine monster fool you. Yeah, I hope that made sense to you all. And if you need help with this, then take a look at this video right here. So over there I talk about something that has now helped a lot of people quit adult sites for good. Just take a look right now and you'll see exactly what I mean.